Hey D's fans, welcome to Before the Bounce for round 5, our clash with the Suns and Libby Birch. You must be keen to be back on home soil.
Yeah, it's great to be back at Casey Fields after travelling to Norwood Oval last weekend. It was a great experience flying in, flying out, but there's nothing like playing at the Field of Dreams, that's for sure.
And we should mention there has been a time change. So if any of the fans weren't across it and planning to head out to Casey on Sunday afternoon, don't do that. It is Saturday night, 7:10. You can also watch that live on Channel 7. But Liv, we are going to talk about last week first. It didn't all go to plan in Adelaide up against a very good team. 14 scoring shots to 2 in the first 3 quarters. It was a tough start. How do you address that one?
Yeah, it was, let's put it down to this. We got outplayed and that was disappointing. And I think everyone left with that empty feeling because we did want to, I guess, show Adelaide and show the competition everything that we've learned over the last year since our prelim. But we learn a lot from that experience. And I think we're going to take a lot from it, and particularly from the fact that we didn't have enough players playing their role on the weekend. And we've got to have a combined team effort to be able to overcome such a powerhouse that Adelaide is. We know that our best is good enough, but unfortunately on the weekend we didn't execute our plan at all.
No one likes losing, but you don't win every game, and this is probably the time to lose to a good team, learn from it, and hopefully get them again later in the season in the finals. As you touched on, we know our best is good enough because the last quarter, 3 goals to none. Do you take confidence from that?
Yeah, definitely the last quarter showed us that if we use our numbers and we're cool and calm under pressure, then we can execute our game plan. And I think that you started to see that in the way that we played, in that we used Hanksy, we used our hands better, and we got that run through the middle of the ground and were able to overlap Adelaide's defence. I think initially in the first 3 quarters, their pressure just overwhelmed us and we could never find that outer layer possession that would allow us to play some free-flowing footy.
There certainly were some positive signs. We haven't played a full 4 quarters yet this year. Hopefully that changes when we face Gold Coast this weekend. And they are in some good form. They didn't win a game at all last year, but they got 2 on the trot the last couple of weeks. They had a week off in between West Coast and Richmond, so they should be pretty fresh. How do you go lining up against a young side like Gold Coast?
Yeah, Gold Coast have proven over the last couple of rounds particularly that they're up for the fight, and they're a young emerging side and they're exciting. They're playing some really great footy and they're fast. They're getting the ball through the middle of the corridor and they're loving their footy, and that's showing. And you can see that in the way that they've celebrated their wins, particularly over the last 2 rounds. But I think that we're really excited by this challenge. We're halfway through the season. It's round 5. We're coming off a really disappointing loss. And I think it's time that we put our foot down and really showed our fans what we can do across 4 quarters. So it's a great opportunity because Gold Coast played very similar to Adelaide. They like to get the footy forward and then all their midfielders and backs push up.
It is a great opportunity and a good opportunity for the midfield. So they're quite a strong contested team, Gold Coast. We're going to be without Matty Gay, who's had a bit of quad soreness at training, and Tyler Hanks with the health and safety protocol. So an opportunity for girls like Lily Mithen, Eliza West to really stand up in that midfield. You've got someone for fans to look out for down your end of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Laura McGee, absolute superstar. She played in the game against Richmond and has been going back to VFL and mastering her craft. And last night at training, she was unbelievable. And I'm really excited to see her on the weekend. She's a fantastic one-on-one defender and she's got speed to burn. So she's going to be electric in that back line this weekend.
We got a glimpse of that last season. Looking forward to seeing her back in action. My point is all around Casey Fields, this home ground advantage. Gold Coast have never been here. They probably don't even know where it is. So big advantage there. The wind's always strong, so hopefully we can capitalise on that. And we did train out at Casey on Thursday night. You had Choco Williams down in training. What did he offer and how was the night?
He was unbelievable. It was terrific. We had a 45-minute skill session with Choco and we got thousands of touches, that's for sure. And there was so many things happening, but I just think it shows the experience of Choco and how he likes the drills to work. It's got to be chaotic. It's got to be football-like because otherwise what's the point in training if it's not like a game? So that's something that we really picked up from Choco. And I think we'll be taking a lot of the drills that we learnt into our trainings, particularly our craft sessions by ourselves. It's all about that extra work that you do off the field.
Hopefully we can put some of that into action on Saturday night. Liv, good luck for that clash.
Cheers, go D's.